Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 325. The title of today's lesson is Feel Guilty About, Not Feel Guilty Of. So you should say you feel guilty about doing something, usually verb plus ing. Not feel guilty of something. Okay, so let's take a look at the note here. You can say that someone is guilty of a crime. Maybe this is where the confusion comes in, especially for ESL students, English of a second language, because we do use the verb to be and then guilty of. So somebody is guilty of a crime or some wrongdoing or something they did. But it is incorrect to say that you feel guilty of something. You feel guilty about something. So that's where students may make the mistake. Okay, good. So let's take a look at the examples here. Of course, with the X, this is wrong. I feel guilty of lying to her. Okay, good. Now, it should be, I feel guilty about lying to her. So that's what it usually is. You feel guilty about, verb plus ing. That's the way we usually do it. Okay, good. Let's look at number 2 here. Again, with the X, that part is wrong. She feels guilty of taking that item without paying for it, Now, of course, with the check, that would be right. She feels guilty about taking that item without paying for it. So basically, like if you're doing this in a store, that would be shoplifting. So I did give you one example again down at the bottom with the verb to be and of. So down here, you could say she was guilty of shoplifting, but she feels guilty about taking that item, or she feels guilty about stealing something. Okay, and number 3 here. Again, the first part, this should have the X here. This is wrong. I feel guilty of hitting that dog. No. With the check, this is correct. I feel guilty about hitting that dog. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Remember, don't say that you feel guilty of. Say you feel guilty about, plus verb, plus ing. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.